Hello guys, yeah, sorry about that. I just muted a while ago, forgot to turn it on again. How's it going? What's up, Doug? What's up, John? Hello. Thanks for reminding me. Hello, Ahmed. Everyone on Facebook. Awesome. Let's put this here. You guys should be able to see the chat now. Okay. So this is what we have now for this time. This is the character we're creating, Oscar and myself together. And I'm just trying to take a good look at it to see what kind of legs can I add to this guy. It's a kind of alien thing. Character, I don't know. These are cool. I like this detail. It was really nice. Damn, I have no idea how to do 4 legs. I guess we'll just start with something. See how it goes. For anyone joining for the first time, this is my Pass the Sculpt stream with in collaboration with Oscar, and this series is in English. I do another one in Spanish by myself, so I alternate 1 week each, and this week is again in English. So welcome everybody. Hey, hello to Tokyo, all the way to Tokyo. Nice. Cool. Okay. So I really have no idea what to do with this because it's still missing like the lower torso. So in the screen you can see like the blue parts are the ones I'm going to work on. So the upper head, I did this part with the eyes, and then Oscar did these other parts with the ornaments, which look pretty cool. And then I did the torso, all of these parts here, the upper torso, and then he was starting to build the arms. It's still missing the lower torso, and then I'm going to do the legs. And so the thing I like to do first is just define the design first, try to capture what's exactly what I wanted to do, and then go from there. So since it's still missing the lower torso, I'm just going to improvise a little bit and make the legs a little bit floaty there. I can still accommodate things. Hello, Chicken Nugget. Paula. Hello, everybody. And I guess for these ones, I'm going to turn on the Sculptress Pro mode. ¿Qué onda, Eric? Saludos hasta el País Vasco. So I really want this guy to be a little bit more humanoid, and I'm going to hide the the arms for now to just help with the visibility. What is this? Oh, that's okay. Okay. So yeah, this is what we got. Or should I do? Let me see. Sorry. I might do a little bit of work here as well in this part. Complement some things. Okay, so these are the original alphas. Let's turn off these ones. The ZBrush eye reflection material, I have no idea which one that is. I'm sorry. So as usual, I really like to just try stuff with clay buildup. Just try some ideas first. Nothing too crazy for now. So I don't even care if I lose detail in some areas. I just want to get the like the main shapes first. I'm trying to think of a humanoid form in a way that I can later like change it. Maybe move some stuff around. Sometimes the best ideas come without thinking, just like letting go of restrictions. Just go crazy. So that's why I'm using the sculptures mode for now. Mm. I'm just going to duplicate this one because it's going to be easier if I can see both sides. So Just gonna mirror the, yeah. This is the problem. Let's just move it around. Okay. I'm just gonna do a merge down. Spectre, I think it has to be probably with the poly count, because I haven't had any problems with it. It does have a limit, so like you cannot use it for forever. Just keep increasing the resolution. You cannot do that, but it might be because of that. So the picture on the lower left is the guide for the collab, the collaboration with Oscar. So the ones marked with J are my my parts, the ones I'm gonna be building, and the ones marked with I think it's yellow, brownish, are the ones Oscar is going to be making. And just a guide, like right now I'm sculpting the legs, but since it's still missing the lower torso, it's probably going to change. So just to give you an idea of what I want to do here, try some new stuff. Just gonna inflate this a little bit. The thing with this collaboration, what I really like about it is we've constantly been updating the model, and we change stuff all the time. So it's okay. Nothing is permanent for now. We're just going with the flow mostly, which has been really fun, really freeing, not having to worry about I don't know, certain guidelines. That's why the models look really chaotic, but really cool. ¿Qué onda, Juan? Bienvenido. ¿Cómo andas? Para las personas que me andan viendo que no que no sepan qué onda, este stream es en inglés. Entonces, de todos modos, son bienvenidos a quedarse y preguntar y comentar cosas, no hay ningún problema. Pero voy a estar hablando la mayor parte del tiempo en inglés. Espero que no haya bronca. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Maybe not that strong. Something like this. Paula, around like I've been using ZBrush for almost 7 years, but like seriously dedicating myself to like learning sculpting and applying myself like 4 years, maybe 3-4 years. No hay bronca, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's turn on everything. What is this? Not this one. Just to give me an idea. So these are the arms. Oh, okay, he made a group. Okay. So I guess this was the initial state. Hey Jay Widix, thank you, man. I'm working on a laptop. It's a MSI gamers laptop. It's actually a gamer gear is very good for 3D. I would say most people I know who have um, like workstations or personal computers at home for 3D, most of them have like um, built their machines or are using like some kind of gamer brand or equipment. It works really good because it usually they have like a good graphic card and good processors, so they're perfect for this. Looks sandy. I guess it's just it looks I don't know. I guess you're referring to the triangle stuff. It's okay. Um, if you need to add more resolution, just I would just go smaller and then just smooth things, and then just add the detail there. Like what it's really cool about the Sculptris Pro is you can optimize a lot while you're sculpting and not waste resolution in areas that you don't really need it. So it's always um, it's very efficient for me that way. I don't know. Yeah, John. Like my laptop is a gamer's laptop. It's advertised as a gamer's laptop. All these brands like Origin, MSI, Alienware, Asus, Republic of Gamers, all of this stuff works really good for 3D. Oh no, I wasn't supposed to touch that part. Forgot. Um, so yeah, just for 3D in general, just look for something with a good graphics card, good processor, and good memory. And I guess that's it. And for ZBrush specifically, just the processor I think would be the most important thing. Jay, the tablet I use is a very old Wacom Intuos model. It's the Intuos 3. Is this one? It's very small. It's very old. I've I have like almost 9 years with this tablet. It's my favorite, and it's been working really good for me. Okay, so now for this one, I'm going to work on this part a little bit. So just to give me like an idea of what else I can do with this. Hey Teron, thanks so much, man. We appreciate it. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use the... Yeah, let me just look at the character again. I like the legs. I'm probably gonna change a lot because this part is missing. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna use for this part the what's the name of this thing? I forgot. Like my mind is a little bit blank right now. The polygroup it. Polygroup it feature. Um, or maybe we could try. Okay, let's. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let's just separate this part and try with the project primitive. Okay, so just a very quick mask to extract this piece. And I'm gonna change the mask to the lasso. Cool. Nope. Just a very quick extract that I'm gonna do here. Control W clears a new polygroup for this whole thing because it was like the same one as this one. So on a new polygroup. And I'm just gonna isolate it and then split hidden. Okay. So with this one, just gonna do a Dynamesh real quick. Yeah, that works. Just smooth the corners a little bit. Just remesh that part. Really simple stuff. Let me see the comments because I missed a few. The Benjamin, how do I retopo a mouth for animation? I modeled it open, then closed it. Now it has some overlap in the gum hinges. Use you can separate the upper lip and the lower lip with polygroups. If it's the separate geometry, just use a mask to separate that, and then I would just retopo the lower mouth and the upper head like separately, and then just bring it together in like Maya or Max or whatever is the other program you're using. That's a good thing. Like you can just cut things and paste them afterwards. It works. Do you recommend any website, book, YouTube channel to teach ZBrush? Yeah, well, there are a lot of them. I think there's never been more material than now for learning the stuff. If you're just starting, I would recommend the C Classroom videos. Just go to the website and learn the stuff. The introductory videos and lessons there, they're really good. And there's a bunch of books. The good thing with ZBrush is that even the older books still work. They don't really change the program that much with the older stuff. They just keep adding new stuff. So yeah, I would go there, and any book by I don't know, Paul Gabriel has a few. I think 3D Total has a couple of them. Michael Pavlovich has some material in YouTube. Just look for the stuff. It's really easy to find. Hey, hello Ashley. What's up? Nice to see you here. It's been a while. How you doing? Um, a León, sí, sí hablo español. Soy mexicano. Estoy viviendo actualmente en Montreal y tengo dos series. Esta es Pass the Sculpt con Oscar, entonces es en inglés. Y tengo mi propia serie en español. Voy alternando semana con semana. Entonces, por ahora voy a estar hablando principalmente en inglés, pero pueden comentar en español sin ningún problema. No worries there. Okay, so I separated these pieces and I'm going to try to use the project primitive to see what I can come up with. Germán, saludos hasta Argentina. Qué bueno que andas por acá. Okay, so let's go project primitive. What? Oh yeah, symmetry, right. And it's like a sphere that, let's read it for now. It's okay, I am as well. Tons of work, and but hey, the snow is gone finally, so that's really cool. I'm gonna use the cylinder for this. I'm going to try to add detail here. I was using the blend amount to see how I could blend this thing. I'm trying to make like a hole for this thing to go into. Just gonna increase a little bit the tessellation. And then I think I'm going to accept that. And come inside, decrease the blend. Just gonna accept that as well, but I'm going to try to taper the thing a little bit. No, it's this one. I need to see the shape because, yeah. Gab Com Lobo, llevo 7 años más o menos usando el programa, pero modelando ya más en serio, más en forma como unos 4 alrededor. Yeah, the tapering thing, not this one. Yeah, something like that. And then with this one, I'm going to modify the form a little bit, the shape. Just go with the move. To make it fit better. Hey, te lo agradezco mucho, Gab. Practica mucho. Esa es la clave de todo al final. Okay, yeah, I think this looks better. So I'm gonna go back to this other piece and then just see what I can do with it. Okay, so I don't remember if I accepted this. No, not yet. I'm going to accept this piece, and then I'm going to go to here, to the side, and symmetry is gonna be tricky because where's the radial? Opacity. Where was the? Okay, so this is the shape. I'm going to do a reset. No, a full reset. Yeah. And try to I'm trying to do some details around the edge of this part with the project primitive. So let's see what we can come up with. So in negative, I'm going to decrease the blend for now, so they are sharper. León, José, tengo una pregunta. León, no sé de dónde eres. Eso de los salarios mínimos, me imagino que depende mucho de cada país. ¿Podrías hacer tu pregunta un poco más específica, porfa? Mr. Blackwater, what are you working on? I'm working on a alien thing that is like it's a collaboration between Oscar and myself. So you guys can see in the corner here, I think it's like over there. There's an image with the letters J and O. So the J is the pieces that I'm supposed to work on, and the O is the pieces that Oscar is supposed to work on. We're collaborating. It's like an exquisite cadaver kind of thing. But we are not allowed to touch the other's parts, the other meshes. So, like for example, I did the upper head, this one, and he did the lower head. Then I did the torso, the upper torso, and then he did the arms. And he's supposed to do the lower torso, and I'm supposed to do the legs. So I just blocked something real quick to try to get an idea of what I want this character to go. And now I'm working a little bit more on the torso part that I did last time. Thank you. Thanks. Like it's a little bit chaotic, but it's nice. I like this freedom. We're not planning anything ahead. We don't have any concept art. It's just like throwing ideas around and see what sticks and what doesn't. Germán, no son booleanos, es una nueva herramienta de ZBrush 2018. Ya es un primitivo, se llama Project Primitive. Está bastante buena. Ahorita no tengo como tanto tiempo para explicarla a fondo y hacer como una demostración, pero te recomiendo que cheques los videos del sitio, de la página, están bastante buenos. Con eso te darás una mejor idea. Okay. Yeah, just keep practicing, man. The software really doesn't matter. For modeling, you can use anything. You can truly use anything, and I think the best combo is like a dedicated 3D program and ZBrush. But more and more, I think ZBrush just does the thing better. So I'm just trying to think of interesting shapes to do. With the project primitive, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to visualize what's going on. So a good technique is just to take this purple cone and extract the thing like a full shape, goes outside. It's called new surface, and that helps. It creates a new surface instead of projecting it, and that helps visualize exactly what's being projected on the other mesh. So just a quick tip. Um, Maybe go for the last primitive, which is like a donut thing. This looks cool. That's what's really cool about the project primitive one. It's really easy to use. I think I'll do something simple like that. For now, let me see what the other axes are doing. No, this is. Let's see, it's not. Okay, so. Okay, Leon. Pues en México sí hay bastante trabajo. Está creciendo bastante la industria. Y. Eh, pues los sueldos dependen mucho del tipo de estudio, si es grande o pequeño, si los proyectos son, por ejemplo, una película o es algo más independiente o es publicidad. Va a variar mucho lo que puedas ganar. Eh, pero definitivamente los sueldos no son muy altos, pero ha ido mejorando poco a poco. Si mi recomendación es si quieres trabajar, simplemente entra en algún lado y ve conociendo la industria, ve conociendo a la gente, ve haciendo contactos y poco a poco te vas a ir dando una idea mejor de qué es lo que te gusta y hacia dónde moverte. Esa sería mi recomendación. Jay Wittex, yeah, there's a lot of freelancing work for 3D, for sure. You just have to be open to do different stuff. Like it's not always, probably it's not gonna be always like your favorite subject, but the work is there. So there's work like, for example, for you can do 3D printing. There's film work, animation, TV, and a bunch of other stuff. Sorry guys, it's just like it's a little bit difficult to think and talk at the same time, so I'm just gonna finish this part for now. Let's put the donuts there. Where's the purple cone? Here it is. Um, Streams older than 2 months. If you're talking about Twitch, I don't know, maybe, but everything is in the YouTube channel from way back. I think you can watch things from like even years ago. Like the stream ZBrush Live has been around for not that long. I think you can watch all of them on the site, on the YouTube channel. Sorry. Hello, Luisa. Welcome. Nice to see you here. How's it going? Yeah, so I'm not going to do the whole thing. I just wanted like 3 or 4 of these details here. So I'm gonna accept this one as well and go around. A compressor, it's different. It's actually the live boolean works with different subtools. So you like create a cube and then a sphere and then project that across. This is same mesh. This is creating everything within the same mesh. It's a primitive, so it's not exactly the same. Although you can look like you can get similar results with live booleans. It's just that it's very convenient to have the I'm sorry, the separate meshes. Okay, so I'm going to accept that. And then go back here. And I'm just gonna do another one. Let's just reset, full reset. And bring it here. ¿Qué onda, men? ¿Qué andas haciendo por acá? ¿Te hiciste cuenta de Twitch para pasar a ver o ya tenías? Saludos a todos los primazos. Qué show. Enséñaselo a la abuela, dude. Saludos a los chihuahuitas del mundo. I'm just going to project this sphere outside, increase the tessellation a little bit more. And I won't try to cover this part with the sphere. So I'm going to increase the size here and taper it. And again, I might have to correct this other piece to better match this one. So just activate the symmetry. Yeah, this works. Just increase the tessellation a little bit more. What is going on? This is the most. Okay, so like this, and accept, go back to this one. Now like this. Yeah, I have an idea for this one. Okay. I like this, and I'm gonna go back to this one. And then just, I'm going to deactivate the Sculptris Pro for now, and then use the inverted inflate and smooth things around. It has some like nasty triangles there, which are okay. Go away, yeah, not a problem. So for example, this whole thing was built from a sphere with the Sculptris Pro, so it's really useful. And I'm going to try, let's erase this whole thing here. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. And then I'm going to try to fit it in the piece here. Because I'm going to move this a little bit to the front. Yeah. Then what I want to do here is just sculpt like the border of this thing here. A León, cada semana, todos los martes a las 5:30 hora del centro de México. Acá en Montreal son las 6:30 y la hora del Pacífico las 3:30. Entonces, sí, todos los martes, una semana en inglés y una semana en español. Just increasing the resolution there. I'm going to turn off the legs for now, so they don't stay in the way. And this piece as well. The arms. So I just want to add like the detail here in this area. So Sculptris is really useful for that. And then let's see. Let's look for some IMM brushes of tubes. Let's see. Let's see what pieces we have here. No, these are like Not exactly what I'm looking for. So these are some curves. Todo el tiempo, no todo el tiempo, pero seguido. Cada semana. A veces se siente como si fuera más tiempo, pero... So you got some tubes here. Let's use this one, hose. Hose 1, let's see what it does. Yeah, this works. This works. So, okay, I'm gonna do the entrance for this one here. And create a hose here. But has to be smaller. I want it to fit in here. But it's like cutting a bit. No, this is not working really good. What about this one? Yeah, I think this one is better. Okay, so I'm gonna make this one come from behind. Still don't know exactly from where. Whoa, no. So it's deforming a little bit weird. It's probably like this part is gonna be tricky to nail down. ¿Por qué pobreza? ¿Por qué? ¿Qué pasa? Okay, so yeah, it's like breaking up. I don't really like this, that it's breaking up. What? Why is it doing that? So I want to put this one in here. But the curve is weird, like the actual hose thing. This breakup, I don't really like it. Let me see if I can fix it. Whoa, no. What happened with the size? Oh yeah, okay, it's the red one. Okay, yeah, this looks much better. Still not 100% satisfied, so I'm going to increase like the length of the curve. try to fit it in here as much as I can. It's not working. It's probably gonna be easier without the curve to just move the geometry around. So I'm going to do it a little bit smaller. Yeah, like this. Oh, not small. Perfect. Whoa, too small. Have to be careful not to move the... So the size of the curve is determined by this. You have two brush sizes. So this one moves the curve around, the blue one, and the red one determines the actual thickness of the curve. So if I increase this one, it's going to be super thick. So just be careful of that. And what I want to do here is to create an insertion point here. Maybe for this other, I'll try some other curve, because this one is, I don't really like this breakup. And I'm just trying to see if it works. Almost there, almost there. That's probably a better idea to just move this here. Okay, so that's done. Let's go to stroke and curve function, delete the curve for now to just have the geometry. And I'm going to group the whole curve, so it's easier to just move. And then I'm gonna separate a little bit the pieces here. So I'm going into orthographic mode, and I'm gonna use the, let's see which one for the selection. Let's use the slice. And what this does is just creates a new polygroup. So I'm going to try to no. Having trouble getting the curve exactly how I want it. But it's okay. Let's do it. No, I want it to be a bit more curved. Oh, we can do it like this. I think it's better. Yeah, okay. I have an idea. We'll do it across first. Yeah, something like this. And if I tap Alt twice, I can cut it. Create this part separately. Yeah. This didn't work. Just checking it's working on the other side. Yeah. Maybe. And again. Okay. Nice. So now with this one, I can take this. Let's change the selection to rectangle again. Group all of these together. So for some reason, was I in perspective or what? No. Oh, I guess that, yeah, okay. Some of the curves don't work in symmetry. That's right. So it's okay. I'm just gonna select this part. And go to geometry, modify topology, and delete hidden. And I'm just gonna work on this part first and then just duplicate it. Hey Malikus, what's up? How's it going? How's it going? So I have this polygroup here and this one. Let me see. I don't know if I should merge this too. Thanks, man. I'm actually I'm really tired today because it was a very active weekend and a very tough day at work today. But I'm still like I wanted to stream anyway because at the end I always feel very relaxed doing it. So sorry if I sound like if my voice is a little bit raspy. Yeah, so I'm gonna merge this polygroup with another color. Okay. And for this one, let's see if I can create. Yeah, all the polygroups should work for panel loops. So let's just try it, except for this one. Actually, I'm gonna separate this in another subtool. Let's go. Edge loop. Now 2 panels. Polish. Yeah, with 3. And the bevel profile. Yeah, let's increase the thickness. Something like that. It's working really good here. It's working really bad here. So some things to address and to notice. Since I use the slice curve, it's giving me like a perfect straight line. And here, since I use the project primitive, the perimeter is all wonky, and like it's a good base, but it's still missing this clean line. So that's why it's not working there as well here. So I would have to clean this up. What I can do is just take, just go to deformation and try to relax by, polish by groups, sorry. But I'm afraid this might lose the shape. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit. It's okay, it still works. It actually looks good, I think. And what it does is like it tries to create this straight line in the border. So this actually looks better. Let's try it again. But not for here. Why? If I just do that part, it actually looks good. It actually looks good. I think I like it better because I actually just wanted to create the panel loop here. For these ones, I still can do other stuff. Yeah, this is good. This works. Okay, so just put the, which was the IMM brush I was using before. Is this one? Yeah, let's use one of these. Oh no, let's just leave it like that. Here's the insertion. And now since this is its own geometry, it's much easier to just move it around and adjust as needed. The same thing here. Because the main function of the curve was fulfilled, so it's okay. Just subdivide that. Just a very small detail to cover that. And then I can just go here and lower this part. Whoa. Just like that. which is what I wanted originally, but I don't know if I like it the way I see it. I probably need something to cover it, so it doesn't look that weird. So what if I go here and select the project primitive again? What if? Then just go here, select the cylinder. Oh, what is this? Ah, because I have the X symmetry turned on. So here's the cable. Let's just go here. So I'm going to extract the shape just to visualize it better. I just want like a ring kind of thing to cover it. Just decrease the blend. Yeah. Yeah, just something like this. Very simple. Very simple stuff. It might not cover everything, which is a problem here. Hey, what's up, Janto? Almost there. I just needed to cover here a little better. So scale and move. Oh, and also, yeah, I forgot about the taper. I'm using the cylinder, so I'm gonna use the taper. And let's see again with a new shape. The taper is actually this one. Yeah. Give it a little inside taper. Yes, I just went to see it on Sunday. Was it on Sunday? Yeah, on Sunday. I really liked it. It was really good. I actually, well, I don't know. I guess there's people here who hasn't seen it, so we're not gonna talk about spoilers. Please don't spoil anything for anyone, everybody. Just be chill. But yeah, I really liked it. I think it was really entertaining. I like the character of Thanos a lot, both as a character and as a technical achievement. I thought it was amazing, just amazing what they did with it. just gonna separate this part. Remember, every time the project primitive projects something, it comes as a new polygroup. So I'm just gonna use this as a split hidden again, so I can modify it better, because there's some areas which need a little bit of care, like here. Just try to be careful and not move it too much. Have you guys seen Infinity War? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Oscar still hasn't seen it yet. He says he's haven't been on Facebook in like the whole week to avoid spoilers. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. Okay, so duplicate this one. Geometry. No, deformation. The mirror. Then do the merge one. Okay. And the same for all this. Duplicate. Mirror. Let's just decrease subdivisions. It's okay. Merge down. And lastly, this other piece. Deformation. Mirror. So this is very tedious. There's better ways to do this. I'm gonna show you guys like how you can like I don't know how, I forgot the word to be more efficient with this stuff. It's just that um, in the last few weeks I haven't been using ZBrush as much because of work. I've been using mostly programs for texturing. So I still haven't changed the new interface for the new version. As you can see, sí, estoy de acuerdo. El final estuvo, no me lo esperaba. Solo voy a decir eso, no me lo esperaba. Porfa, no spoilers. No quiero que se empiecen a pelear aquí en el chat. Para los que no lo han visto aún. Okay, I'm just like looking at the whole thing from afar. It helps to like assess the character better. See how it's actually looking. See if it's working. What stuff to change. Oh, I haven't saved, so let me save. Before something bad happens. Ah. Just stretching a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna work a little bit on the legs. These are just an idea, so I'm gonna separate them more in case Oscar wants to use them or not. I'll let him know. But I'm just gonna work a little bit more on this. So I really like to sculpt organic. It's very relaxing and very interesting to me for some reason. And I'm trying to incorporate also more hard surface stuff. I really like to do it. I just, for me, it feels more natural, the organic part. Pero hablando de Infinity War, de verdad, Thanos está impresionante. Técnicamente está impresionante. Yo creo que el único otro personaje humanoide que se le acerca así en cuanto a logros técnicos, o más bien, o sea, el único que, no que se le acerque, sino que el que se le podría comparar, yo digo, Gollum en el Hobbit y tal vez Caesar en en la última del planeta de los simios, pero yo creo que más Gollum. Realmente lo que lograron, sobre todo con la cara. En la parte del cuerpo, de repente las manos siento que se vean un poco raras, pero con la cara de Thanos, de verdad se pasaron. So yeah, Infinity War was good. I liked it. Didn't really like how that was looking. Let's create a bone here, because why not? Hey, Evan, this is a madcap called Mihai. I have it for I've had it for a long time. I don't remember where I got it. I'm sorry. Um, I mostly work with this one and the one I created, which is this one. If it's like purely organic stuff, I only use this one. But I find that for hard surface stuff, I get more contrast with this one, so I just mix it up. I would say 60-70% of the time I'm with this one, 30% of the time with this one, and then I just try the basics sometimes, and then just the gray sometimes. Try to mix it up. Just exaggerating this stuff a little bit more. Hey Puma, what is the character? What is this thing? This is a character I'm doing in collaboration with Oscar Trejo, who's also a streamer here in the channel with ZBrush and a good friend of mine. And this is a character we're building together. Um, it's like a kind of an exquisite cadaver kind of thing, in which we're building different parts of the character. So I did the upper head, he did the lower head, I did the torso, he did the arms. Um, I'm doing the legs here, and he's going to build the lower torso. That's not done yet, so these legs might change. I just like the shape of this, but the attachment, it's like probably gonna change. So because I still don't know what he's gonna do with it. Um, and we're not allowed to touch the other meshes. So like I can't work on the ones he started and vice versa. So I work on these ones every 2 weeks, because every other week I do my personal stream in Spanish. And I really like the sculpt in organic shapes. organic shapes. I'm sorry. To sculpt organic shapes. Thanks. ZBrush, you haven't used it before? You should. It's really cool. It's really easy once you get the hang of it. Yeah, Maya and 3ds Max are really good, but there's now competition for sculpting against ZBrush. There just isn't. It's the best by far for sculpting, and it's been incorporating a lot of new elements and new techniques with the new versions, so it's becoming better and better all the time, even for not non-organic stuff. Let's try to give it like a fishy kind of look, a little bit. So go back to the sculptures and smooth this part to recover some of the resolution. Just trying to give it like I don't know, like a humanoid look. I really like the idea of just taking reference of different organic things in general and mix them. Like I want this to maybe remind some people of a fish or of a human or maybe even like a certain type of animal or a plant with just like random, like maybe not random shapes, but um, just shapes in general. I'm not using any concept. That's better here. Yeah, they're pretty cool, right? So you've never used ZBrush before? It's I would say it's the only, well, maybe not the only, but one of the only softwares that you're guaranteed to find at practically any studio anywhere in the world. Is that good? Just check it out. If you like modeling and sculpting, definitely check it out. No, I didn't like that detail there. Let's go back. Yeah, yeah, you can do it. You can just like basic OBJs. to go back and forth. There's also the plugin called GoC, which I don't personally use. Um, I had some problems with it in the past, and then I just never tried again. It didn't work for me, but I've seen people use it quite efficiently. So maybe I should give it a try again. But it basically you don't have to export things every time. So just press Go C, and then it takes the model from ZBrush and sends it to Maya or to 3ds Max. And you also have the Go C button in there, so you take them back into ZBrush. It's pretty useful. Actually, I'm going to try to install it again. So in ZBrush you can create for example, if you're working for video games, you can create the high poly mesh here, and even do some like retopology, some textures. You can even do your like UV maps. The tools are not bad. You can get decent results with it. I would say they're better UV mapping softwares than ZBrush, but it's like if you could only use one program, I would say it's ZBrush for modeling and sculpting, because you get everything here, and you can also paint. So what was I saying? Yeah, like you can also use ZBrush for 3D printing, anything. Use it to like just load the models and print them from there, or just sculpt your own thing, collectibles, toys. For animation and film, you can use it to import a base mesh from another application and just do fine detailing it, like the skin pores. If it's a creature, all the little details and nooks and crannies. You can do hard surface modeling. You can do a lot of things. It's really good. If you're really interested, this is for everyone. If you just go to ZBrush.com, I think it works. Let me check. That would, yeah. If you type in the address bar ZBrush.com, that will redirect you to the main Pixologic website, and you can download a free trial for 45 days. So that's really cool. And since the new version just came out, it's all brand new. The courses are still fresh. The classroom videos by Joseph Thrust are really good. So check it out. Yeah, that's a very good way to learn stuff, because you can read all about it and watch a lot of videos, but you have to be hands-on with the program. Um, so even you can take a class with the best teacher, or the like an expert artist in the program, and if you don't do the work, it's just useless. So being self-taught, it's a really good thing. Even if you take classes, even if you're at school, even if you're working, um, even if you're watching tutorials or taking like an online class, being able to be a self-taught artist in a way and figure things out by yourself and investigate and teach yourself the thing, it's going to be the best way in the long run. Because if you're always relying on someone to teach you the stuff, um, then you're not gonna really progress. So like every really good artist always always is a self-taught artist in a way. Everyone. And like really there's so much information right now. It's kind of overwhelming in a way too. You don't really know where to start looking. Let's just start somewhere. That's the that's the thing. Gonna save again. I feel like I'm a little bit stuck with the legs for now. I wanna do why did I paint that mask there? Oh wait, what happened? Did I I went back? What did I do? I lost what happened? Yeah, I lost this part. I don't know what happened. I didn't realize when I went back and changed things. But anyway, it wasn't that big of a loss. Yeah, no, it's okay. Take care, man. I hope it was useful. Um, see you around. Take care. I hope you like the stream and do really give ZBrush a try. It's really worth it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the student discounts, man. I'm sorry. I don't think there are. There's a trial version though. As far as I know, like almost uh, none of the software have student discounts. Just like Maya and Max and stuff like that. You can have a student copy, but like the other ones, I don't think so. For ZBrush? Like a free version for a year for ZBrush? Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, then I guess that's like the student discount, which is pretty cool. 1 year is amazing. I didn't know that, but they had the student version. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's inflate this. Still not sure about this. Might stay, might not stay. Can change a lot. It always works like you have like a certain idea one day, and then you go away and see the model 2 or 3 days later, and you have a completely different idea of what you want to do with it. So I'm not forcing anything right now, just going with the flow of what my mind is coming up with in the moment. Some of it I like, some of it I don't really like. Just throwing ideas around. Yeah, they were too big. Guys, I'm gonna have to take a bathroom break real quick, just 5 minutes. Be right back. Just let me save one more time. Okay, guys, be right back. Hello guys, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. Okay, so where were we? Okay, yeah, with the legs. With the legs, which are more like fins at this point. I'm gonna work a little bit more here. Whoa. Now let's leave them straight. It happens that now that I look at this piece, I like a lot of the stuff that I did here, for example. I don't really like this lower part. I don't know what to do with it. And now, for example, the head, I really like this part of the head. Not so sure what else to put it here. Not sure if I'm gonna leave these things. Probably not. I'm just gonna delete them. Um, that's normal. That's something very common with this type of stuff. So I'm just now trying to make more subtle adjustments to this. Check that the shapes work correctly. Yeah, I think it looks a little bit better. Just revisiting a little bit of the details on these pieces that I did last time. That's why it's very dangerous to this idea of an artist never finishes a piece. He only abandons it, because you can go on forever changing stuff. Like there's only so much time you can work on a piece in a day, and then if you go back to it sometime later, you always find stuff to change and add and subtract, correct and improve. The key is, I think, to find like a balance and say, okay, yeah, this is too much. I should let it go. What should I do here? Let's create a straight line with the lazy mouse. Let's increase the lazy radius. Probably there's gonna be a problem with this one. No, what? Yeah, something like that. No. Let's increase it more. Like here, for example, I should have just separate this like I did with this other one. Probably was a better idea, but I didn't think about it before. Now I think I don't think it's worth the time, so I'm just gonna create these segments to help the reading of the piece better. And of course, I didn't have symmetry on, so let's go back. Hey, we have something new. I don't know how to pronounce that. Hello. Is that Korean? I think it's Korean, right? Welcome, whoever you are. I'm so sorry. Oh, let's do it from the center. Hey, Alina, what's up? How's it going? It's been a long time. I couldn't catch your stream on Sunday. I'm sorry. Are you enjoying this spring we're having in Montreal? This is just a piece of a character I am working on together with Oscar, my friend, and he's also a streamer here with Pixologic. So it's a collaboration. In the lower left corner of the screen, you can see a figure, like an image, and the pieces that are colored blue are the ones I'm gonna be working on, and the ones colored like yellowish brown are the ones Oscar is gonna be working on. So we're not allowed to work on the other one's pieces, just on our own. And yeah, so I did the legs here. It's still missing the lower torso, but I'm still working on a little bit more on the upper torso. So as you can see, it's still like a huge work in progress because the arms are not done, and so on. But it's always changing. Hello, how? Hello, all the way to China. How's it going? Nice to have you here. Thank you, Alina. Yeah, I don't know if pretty is the word, but thank you. It's cool. I like the chaotic nature of this project quite a lot. Oh, yeah, so I was working here in this part. Yeah, something like that. Like from afar, it doesn't even look like it's just the same piece. So it works. Just the detailing of it. Just trying to change the shape a little bit more. I'm gonna go again with the move brush, but this time I'm gonna activate the Accu curve because I'm going to do some changes to the silhouette in here. And I really like the Accu curve for that. I think it's really useful. Gives really good results. Really interesting ones. This almost looks like a, I don't know, like a Baroque piece of a mirror or something. Yeah, you can paint in ZBrush with poly painting. It's really useful. It's not exactly like texturing in a way that you don't need UV mapping for that. You don't need UVs for that. You're actually painting on the directly on the vertices of the model. Um, but you can translate that later into a texture if you want. It's really useful for quick concepts and illustrations, stuff like that. It's really actually really useful. I'm gonna use the move topological this time again with the Accu curve, just to extend this part a little bit. That's too much. Yeah, no, I actually use Substance Painter a lot, both at work and at home. I really like the software. It's just that for this specific project, I'm not using Substance Painter right now. It's just going to be like a ZBrush sculptor with probably like a render in KeyShot after we're done with it. So Substance Painter is more for things like that go into production, because if you're going to make an illustration or a concept art or something that it's not actually production ready, you don't really need to use that program. You can do stuff like in ZBrush or even in Photoshop, just do some paint overs and stuff like that. It really depends. Like after the sculpting workflow for production and concept, it's pretty much the same. an illustration and stuff like that, it's pretty much the same. The thing comes afterwards. Like for an illustration, you can just take a render and paint everything in Photoshop if you want. Paint everything in ZBrush if you want. But for production stuff, you actually have to have like good UVs and texture all the channels, because you not only have color, you also have the specular channels, the normal channels, or the hide ones, roughness, metallic, all that stuff. So after that step, things change. So that's why in this case I'm not using Substance Painter right now. Yeah, stroke. Let's take lazy mouse out. Beefcake, it depends on what's your goal with the portfolio, because if your goal is to work in concept art, you don't have to worry about all the production stuff. If your goal is to work in production, um, you better know all this stuff and concentrate and focus on the production side of things, instead of just doing just like concept renders or illustrations. If your goal is to be versatile and work in both, then just have both. Like I personally, I really like working in production, but I also like the freedom of like creating just a piece for the fun of it, just a sculpture in ZBrush with a quick poly paint and rendering keyshot. It's really fast, really easy. And so for like at work, the thing I do at work, it's completely different than the things I do for like personal projects. And sometimes I also do things for production in my personal projects. It's just I don't want to limit myself to just one thing, because I really like doing both. I like both production and concept. And I also like, for example, 3D printing. I've done a couple of jobs for 3D printing in the past, and I also like that as well. So I would say focus on one thing first and then just expand. Yeah, ZBrush is actually really good for now with Project Primitive. I would suggest just really look into Project Primitive, this new tool from 2018, from ZBrush 2018. I think it's really good for creating quick concepts in hard surface. Why don't I have the somewhere around there? I've lost the symmetry. And also, like I would say, CModeler. There's some really cool stuff you can do with CModeler. Like for example, um, just a very quick demo of it. Like you can take any primitive, for example, create Polymesh 3 and go to initialize and create a Q-cube to make a two-sided cube, 2 by 2 by 2. And like just for example, take the CModeler brush. And then for example, you can say, I don't know, I want to extrude this part here. So like this face. So just go here, select hue mesh or extrude. There's like a bunch of actions you can take, a bunch of targets. In this case, I'm gonna select polygroup all, and then I can just take and extrude those parts like that, or Q mesh. So there's like, this is like very basic stuff you can do with CModeler. Obviously, there's much more. Like you can go to this edge, for example, activate symmetry. Let's put it in what's this, in C. So transform Activate symmetry in C. Just take the edge and select move. With shift to move it like in orthogonal. So this is just like a very basic, very basic example of things you can do with CModeler. I've seen really complicated stuff. I've done a lot of really quick and easy base meshes with CModeler, so I don't have to go outside of ZBrush and into Maya and build it there and whatnot. So if you like car design, I would just recommend focus on the hard surface tools that ZBrush has. They're really good. They're actually really good. Okay, so back to this one again. For CModeler, I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think they changed that a lot. But the ZBrush 4R8, it has the live boolean things, and then the 2018 has the project primitive and other stuff. So they're constantly adding things. Let's take dynamic off. I want this to look like a kind of bone in here. I'm just gonna inflate this part a little more. So these are like the muscles of the leg. Oh no, I clicked the undo line by accident. It's gonna take a while because it's a lot of undos. I wanted to click the sculptures. Let's go back. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna rig this one. It's just going to be like a concept piece, like an illustration. Yeah. Pepe Vol. No, I'm not Brazilian. I'm Mexican. I probably look Brazilian though. I had a Brazilian friend, and they always confused us. People thought always that he was the Mexican one and I was the Brazilian one, which was funny because I normally have like curly hair, so people think that. But no, I'm Mexican, man. Nice to meet you. Hey, Egozard, what's up? How's it going? Actually, for some reason, people think I'm Middle Eastern all the time. I've been asked if I'm from Turkey and Egypt. Like last time, I was at the ZBrush Summit, and there was this student volunteer, and he approached me and he asked me if I was Egyptian. Because he was Egyptian and he was excited, I guess, to meet another Egyptian guy. But sadly, I was not. Kimchi juice? I've eaten kimchi. I don't know what's kimchi juice. Is that like a canned beverage or something? There's a lot of Korean food in Montreal, and there's a Korean grocery store like 2 blocks away from work, and I like to go there sometimes to buy kimchi and other things. Um, I don't know like what is it that you need exactly? Because you mean like a Cintiq or like that? Because I'm using the same tablet that I've been using for 9 years, like a small one. So I've been lately. I want to save up for a Cintiq. I know some friends of mine are using other brands. I don't remember right now the names. Yeah, yeah, I know the Wacom brand is quite expensive. I don't remember the name. Um, I think it's called Yuji or something like Uge. I don't remember how to write it, how to spell it. I think it's like a Chinese brand, and they say they're okay. That like they work. Not like spectacular or anything, but pretty much the same as a Cintiq. So I guess that's I think it's called like UG with double E at the end. But forgive me, Ira, right now that the name escapes me. I'm sorry, man. Joe Pinini? What is that? Like it sounds Italian or like burgers. Yeah, I'm very close from Atwater at work. I live around the plateau myself, but the downtown is really good for food. There's lots of stuff. Ah, yeah, it's that. Yeah, that's the name, UG. Exactly. That's the one I've heard of. I don't know if it's worth it. I think it's cheaper than Wacom. So just maybe look for reviews. That's something that I always do. Like if I'm always a little bit well no, usually a bit obsessed with or obsessive I guess you could say when I'm going to buy electronics. I usually take my time looking for reviews and I search in forums and because it's always like a considerable amount of money, so I want to be pretty sure that this is what I want to buy. I did that with some headphones and then my laptop and then tablets and stuff like that. Try to be very informed about it. Oh, cool! A panini shop, nice. I'm gonna check it out. Thanks, man, for the info, for the heads up. Yeah, I always go to YouTube and specialized forums, uh, Amazon. Check out the reviews. Always, all the time, because I don't really want to go through the hassle of like returning the thing and yeah. When I buy something, I'm like 99% sure I really want to buy that for electronics. For other stuff, yeah, doesn't really matter. XP pen. Ah, yeah, I've heard about that brand too. Yeah, I didn't remember the 22-inch. Cool. Have you guys used the Cintiq before? And how would you compare that to these other tablets. Because like, yeah, I know Cintiq has a lot of problems. I mean, Wacom, like with drivers and updates in Windows and stuff like that. But it is like solid. I think it's worth the price. You get what you pay for. Um, but if the other ones are good, I might consider them. Oh, cool. Yeah, I wanted to check the XP and forgot about it. I'm just gonna make a note or something so I don't forget next time. Yeah, these are supposed to be the legs um, of the thing. What did you think there were? It's probably going to change, but not much. Like it's probably going to change around here, like at the top. But down here, I really like it so far. Yeah, it's just that I worked a little bit here in the torso, fixed some stuff here. I worked in this piece a little bit, and but we're still missing the lower torso, so it's gonna be for sure. It's gonna change because I don't know how to attach this. But I really like from here, the thing that's masked is probably going to change, but from here to there, I really like it. So yeah. It's kind of an alien. We always do this kind of like. It's very interesting how our minds work because neither Oscar nor myself normally think first of a human. We always do these shapes that end up looking like aliens or creatures all the time. The geometry menu, like you mean for subdivisions? Because I don't have subdivisions in this piece. I'm just working with Sculptris Pro, and so if you see the wireframe is more dense in some areas and less dense in some other ones. Just like it depends on what I need to just add the details where I need them. That's pretty awesome, I think. Yeah, we really like the idea of the collaboration. It all started when I was still in Mexico. Actually, like we had this event planned, inspired by the drink and draw. We decided to do a drink and sculpt. The first one we did was at my apartment. It was Oscar and myself and other two friends, Uli and Eder. And so like we brought our machines and got some beers and stuff like that and just sculpted stuff. And we decided to do a collaboration, like which each of us would just sculpt for like 30 minutes or so, and then just pass the sculpt to the other guys and just continue the design. But in that case, we were changing, like it was just like a one mesh, so we were changing and sculpting on top of that. So and then since Oscar and myself started streaming for Pixelogic at the same time, we proposed to the team the idea of a Pass the Sculpt, of having this type of collaboration as well in stream. And it's been really interesting because yeah, exactly, like I create something, like I created this piece, the head, on my first stream with this character, thinking like, okay, yeah, this is the nose, this is the upper lip, here like the cheekbones. Let's see what Oscar comes up with. And then he did this thing like with multiple chins and these Baroque pieces. Exactly, like not at all what I expected, but it's really interesting because it adds a lot of the to the design, and it gives me new ideas to change stuff, and so it's a very interesting example and an exercise, and uh, it's probably like not very useful for production, this type of stuff, but it's really fun to do, and I really enjoy working on these collaborations with him. He's really talented. Go check out his work if you haven't. He also does streams in English and in Spanish, just like myself. He has his own thing in Spanish, and then in English we do this collaboration. Really? I didn't know. What did she do? Yeah, we well, I don't know if we started it. We just proposed to the ZBrush Live team the idea, um, because we've already done it ourselves for our Drink and Sculpt events, and they also like the Drink and Sculpts really grew fast. You know her personally? I'm gonna check out her stream after I finish here because I don't know what she did for the last one. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think I saw it in Instagram. Yeah, you're right. I saw it in Instagram. Um, that's cool. She's really good as well. She also started streaming at the same time as we did with Pixologic, and she's really good. So my Portuguese is really bad, but I'm gonna try. Saudades, Ana. Greetings from Montreal. Oh, cool. Yeah, something like that we did for the first Drink and Sculpt, Oscar and the other guys. But for this one, we decided to do like an exquisite cadaver type of thing. So like we're not actually working on top of each other's meshes. Like I did the head, and he didn't touch the head. He did like the lower head. I did the torso, and he did the arms, and I cannot touch the arms at all. Which is really interesting because sometimes you would like to change some of that stuff to better accommodate your ideas, but it forces you to think a little bit outside of your comfort zone, which is really cool. It really helps, I think. I'm gonna check out Anna's stream after I finish. The thing is, it's really hard for me to watch the other guys' streams. I watch them whenever I can, um, but since I'm working all day and then after the studio I come home and work some more, it's not always possible. And I know it's the same for the other guys. It's like so it's really cool when some of them just occasionally pop up here because I know we're all very busy all the time. I don't have a cat. I don't really like cats. I'm sorry. I don't and besides my apartment is really small, so it's not possible right now to have pets. Ah, yeah, but she's streaming right now in her own channel, right? Yeah. Yeah, Ritopo is cool. Like I don't know why people hate Ritopo and UVs that much. I actually really love doing that It's very soothing and very calming because you can turn off your brain. Like not completely, but mostly, and you can just like listen to a podcast or an audiobook and like watch a movie on the side. It's not really that distracting. So that's why I really like it. I'm sorry, man. I don't like cats. Um, but I also don't like dogs that much. So yeah, I probably just made everybody angry at this point. I'm sorry. Um, like you sort of can do that with Siri Mesh. Not completely though, like sort of. But I still think being able to do retopo by hand is really useful. Um, and it's a skill you should really learn because I was watching the other day something that Cesar Zambelli shared on Facebook. I think it was like just a face with a very interesting blend shapes, and the mesh, it was all in Maya. I think it wasn't like he probably used ZBrush to sculpt the blend shapes, but the base mesh had these wrinkles uh, already in the topology. Like the topology flow was made specifically to accommodate certain expressions, and that's something you just cannot get right now with automatic retopo. Like maybe you could get like a really clean base mesh if you program the thing to follow certain parameters, but if you really want to have 100% control, you need to do it by hand. There's no other way around it. And besides, I personally think it um, it adds so much more to the piece because it's like in a way to return to the artisan ways of doing things, like doing by hand all your stuff and not relying on automatic processes. I think adds a lot to the piece, and it's like you're imprinting something in it. You're actually creating something. And no matter how much technology we develop, I think that will always remain the same for a lot of things. Like we will always have people that sculpt by hand. We will always have people who paint by hand and texture by hand and retopologize by hand. Because I think that's part of what the art the art part of this thing consists of, and I like it. So I'm just gonna save again. No, I don't have a PS4 Pro. I'm sorry, and I haven't played God of War yet. I just moved to Montreal in January, so I haven't had the time to play games that much, and um, I've used the money for other stuff for now. But I really, really want to play God of War, so maybe someday. It looks really good. Do you have a PS4 Pro? Actually, I still have my PS3 um, at home in Mexico, and my girlfriend is looking after it. And I have a Switch as well. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm poor, but I'm very tight on the budget right now, so other things are more important than video games. I know it's crazy what I'm saying right now, but it's true. Yeah. I've never played Rocket League, but I've seen videos of it. It looks really cool. Is that the one with the cars playing football, right? The guy in blue goggles. My brother is working in Montreal for NPC. Oh, really cool. Nice. Um, Not that I know of. Like I think Pixelogic only has offices in Los Angeles, and they're really close to Naumont School. Um, no, I don't think they have offices here. What's your brother's name? Because I was the last week, last Friday, I was at a bar with some people from MPC. Like I might not know him, but I might know someone who does. Because the industry itself is really small, and I've seen that Montreal is like a really tight community, really tight industry. All the studios are very close together, and people keep uh, changing jobs all the time and going from one studio to the other. So it's really cool, actually. So you pronounce that Borja from Madrid? I only do games where I can play for an hour or less. Um, I've been playing Dead by Daylight. Ashley said her boyfriend did character modeling for. Oh, really cool! I didn't know that. I actually don't know that game. Um, is it like an adventure game? I used to do games like where I could just go in and play for a little bit. I used to play Team Fortress 2 a lot back in the day. To just like go and play for a couple of hours and then leave or whatever. I also did play Overwatch a little bit. I really like both. Um, yeah, some stuff like that. I haven't played a single player game in a long time, but I would like to. I really like to play God of War. Yeah, I don't know your brother, man, but I probably know someone who does. Like maybe next time I'm just I'll mention it and maybe someone will know of him. Um, so I have to go now, guys. But I want to thank you so much for staying here and watching the stream with me and just hanging out. It was really fun. I always enjoy this, both in Spanish and in English. Feel free to reach me with questions or comments or whatever you want at my those are my networks, social networks in the screen. Um, I have to go because Shane is starting in a few minutes. So thank you guys again. It really, really means a lot that you guys enjoy this content and hang out with me while I'm sculpting. It's I always hope it's not boring for you. Thank you so much. See you next time. Take care and keep working and keep ZBrushing. Bye guys. No, thank you.